Once all utterances have been segmented and those segments have been adjusted to accurately capture utterances, you are ready to start transcribing speech in your session. Each utterance now has its own corresponding record, where you may enter relevant transcript data. Let's start by filling in the orthography for some records. First, we should listen to the record to hear what is being said. From the waveform view, press play to listen to a segment.
What do you sing at birthday parties?
If a portion of the segment is unclear or you need to hear it again, you can select and play just that portion.
Birthday parties.
If for some reason it is still unclear what is being said, try viewing the video segment in the media player to get contextual information. To do so, click the play button in the record data view.
What do you sing at birthday parties?
Be aware, however, that sometimes the video clip may be a slightly inaccurate reflection of segment times. When in doubt, transcribe only the portion played in the waveform. Note that all punctuation should be at the end of a word group, that is, just before a closing bracket, and must be separated by a space. Word groups, or the sets of brackets, may correspond to entire utterances, to intonational groupings, or to individual words, depending on the researcher's own conventions or goals. To divide an utterance into multiple groups, click in the space between two words and press Command G. To remove a boundary between groups, click in the group following the boundary and press Command-Shift-G. To navigate quickly between word groups, press Tab to go forward and Shift-Tab to go back.
Say happy birthday to you, Ozzy.
You can also input word group boundaries as you enter orthography rather than after entering it. Now let's fill in some phonetic transcriptions of these utterances. We have two data tiers available for transcriptions: the IPA target tier for model forms of utterances, and the IPA actual tier for transcriptions of the participants' actual produced forms. To assist in transcription, let's use the IPA lookup view. Phon has built-in IPA dictionaries in 8 different languages. The lookup tree in the IPA lookup view uses one of these dictionaries to allow users to quickly input model IPA forms of words in the orthography tier. To change the dictionary language, click the IPA dictionary combo box and select a language. The available languages, listed using ISO 639-3 language codes, are Catalan, German, English, French, Icelandic, Italian, Dutch, and Spanish. When selecting transcriptions from the IPA lookup tree to fill in IPA tiers, you may either select an entire utterance, a specific word group, or an individual word. To input the suggested transcription for the entire utterance in the IPA target tier, click the first line in the lookup tree and press Enter. To input the same in the IPA actual tier, press Option and Enter. Note that this utterance is actually spoken by the interviewer. Since this participant's utterances are not being studied, we could leave both IPA target and IPA actual empty rather than filling them both in. To navigate between the lines in the lookup tree, either use the mouse or the up and down arrow keys. To select an entire word group, navigate to it and press Enter or Option Enter. To expand and contract the branches for each group and word, either click on the arrows next to them, or use the left and right arrow keys. You may then select individual words. Note that there's a small red plus sign next to the transcription for the word to. This signifies that the dictionary contains more than one possible transcription for this word, only one of which is currently displayed. If you were to select this word and accept it, the transcription you see would be chosen. However, you may further expand this word's branch in the lookup tree to access the alternate transcriptions. There are actually 3 possible transcriptions for this word. You may select an alternate transcription by navigating to it and pressing Enter. This does not copy the word into your IPA target field. It only makes it the new transcription displayed in the tree. You must still select the word or the word group to transcribe it. Words which are not present in the IPA dictionary for the selected language will show up in the lookup tree as asterisks, as in the case of the word horsey. These words should be transcribed manually in the record data view or added to your IPA dictionary following instructions in the About IPA Lookup Console page of the program manual. The process of inputting dictionary forms can be automated rather than performed record by record. To do so, use the Auto Transcribe Session function at the top of the IPA lookup view. For instructions on using this function, consult the program manual. Now let's input and edit our IPA transcriptions manually. Transcriptions may be entered the same as with any normal text field by using the keyboard. Phon also comes with a built-in interface for inputting IPA symbols in text fields called the IPA map. To open the IPA map, go to the Tools menu and select IPA map or press Command M. To transcribe words using the IPA map, place your cursor in the field in which you wish to type, locate the desired symbols in the map, and click on them. IPA map input can be interspersed with entering characters with the keyboard. You can expand and collapse all sections in the IPA map to reveal the ones you use most frequently. As the IPA map contains a large set of symbols which may be useful in documents outside of the Phon program, it comes with several different functions for copying characters to your system's clipboard. To take advantage of these functions, simply right-click on a character and choose either Copy Character to copy as text, copy as HTML, or copy as Unicode hex. These characters can then be pasted in any normal text field in any window. Symbols which are frequently used, or whose location you have trouble remembering, can be added to the Favorites section in the IPA map, so that they always appear at the top of the window. To do so, right-click on any symbol and choose Add to Favorites. To remove a symbol from the Favorites section, simply right-click on it and choose Remove from Favorites. Another way to quickly locate symbols is to highlight ones that you've recently used. To do so, right-click within any section of the IPA map and choose the Highlight Recently Used function. This will highlight the 20 characters most recently used in the IPA map. Bolder highlighting will represent characters which were more recently used than the others. If you hover over any character in the IPA map, you will see a tooltip window which shows that character's name, its Unicode value, and the features associated with that sound in Phon. You can search for symbols in the IPA map by either their name or their features. To search for a glyph, click in the search field and type in a glyph name or part of a glyph name. A search for the phrase lowercase p, for example, shows all symbols whose characters are based on this glyph. To search for a feature, choose Features as your search type and type in a feature name. Sounds containing the feature you search for will come up in a search results section at the top of the IPA map. You may also search by feature shorthand. For example, the shorthand NAS will give all symbols with the feature nasal. You can search using a comma-separated list of features to find symbols containing all of the features in a list. For example, a search for NAS, LAB will return all sounds with the features nasal and labial. For a full list of supported features and their synonyms and shorthands, please consult the program manual. You may also change the font and window size of the IPA map to better suit your needs. To do so, right-click within any section of the IPA map and adjust the font size. The window size of the IPA map will change accordingly. You may have noticed that the IPA map is always the foremost window in Phon. To exemplify, if I move my session editor window, it will stay behind the IPA map. If you wish to see windows that are behind the IPA map, you can set the map to fade when the mouse is not over it. To do so, right-click within any section of the map, choose a fade opacity, with left being more transparent and right being less transparent, and select Fade Window. When you move your mouse away from the IPA map, it will fade according to your chosen opacity. You can even set the map to disappear entirely. To do so, set your fade opacity to the far left. You can close the IPA map in the same ways that you open it, either by going to the Tools menu and choosing IPA map, or by pressing Command M.